Okay, these are the major enhancements on the ETL side, and let me get into the other ones where I talk about the BI Validator product items. So the major enhancement, we added support for stress testing for both Power BI reports as well as Tableau reports. So this feature we used to have support in the thick line previously, and now we are enhancing it to support in our web version as well. And why this is more useful, like it simulates the user behavior. You can apply the load, how load on the mission, how your reports behave when there is a huge load on your environments, right? That this STP mimics that behavior without you getting logged in manually. This feature will help you in mimicking the behavior of end user. Okay, this is one good feature where it gets the load, unlike it identifies how much load or stress it can bear, the application can bear. And the other one is this filter data set for Tableau and Power BI. So in the previous release, we used to have support for Power BI reports to generate filter combinations and run it through iteration tasks for all the set of combinations generated. Now we enhanced it for Tableau reports as well, and there is a slight enhancement towards the Power BI reports as well. Previously, we used to have only categorical filter support. Now we enhanced it for hierarchical and advanced filters as well. So this gives us more flexibility and more validation when we are running reports with different set of combinations or different set of selections. And the other one from the BI side is the BI analyzer for Tableau. So this is an interesting feature altogether, like where so generally when we are developing Tableau workbooks, right, there will be a lot of unused fields, a lot of data sources which was not used, and there will be like measures which is not being used in the reports and all. Like, so this analyzer will analyze all those things and brings up to you in the UI where you can see all these unused fields and what are the measures we have and things like that. And even it brings up the formats, like what is the fonts we used and what is the colors we have in our workbooks, and even the font styles also. Okay. And along with this, we have certain predefined rules where we can check for the workbooks, like how many data sources it contains and our number of dashboards or views it should hold up. And these are like checks we do while analyzing these reports, whether those are meeting to the standard or not. This is ideally the best practices. Okay, let me get into the demo of these items. So all these three features will be available under the BI DevOps menu, where we can see all the items here. Like the first one, I go with a stress test plan. So you see, right, this stress test plan supports for both Tableau as well as Power BI. So let me open the Power BI one. Okay, so when you open a stress test plan, right, this is the one which I already created. If you want, you can just create a new stress test plan where you just select the source, import your reports, and done. It gets like it renders the report or it embeds the report into our application, and you will be having an option to apply filters manually, or if you want to apply these filters over a filter data set, the one which I explained previously, right? You can even apply that as an input to this, so that while running this stress test plan, we use a random filter combinations from the entire list, and we start executing that, and we mimic the end user behavior. So let me get into the results of this one. This takes a little time to execute, ideally the time we set actually. So if you see here, right, so this is a behavior, the results of this STP, how it ran. So here I used 2 reports to run for this one, and the average open time for this report is 6 seconds, and for this report is like 5 seconds. And so we selected filter data set, right? And so every report, when we are trying to apply some filters, it takes some time to get applied. So this gives us a glimpse of like what is the average filter apply time of it. And so out of these report, we do have like multiple pages in it, right? So this max open time and max filter apply time gives us the maximum time for any of the report which took longer, right? And you can see this there any SLA failures or other response codes will give you a glimpse of like what are all done or what are all failures we find in this. And the graph shows you, right, how many users it's been simulating and how many concurrent logins it's happening in the respective time period. Okay, let me get into a detailed report here where it shows you like, okay, so this is a detailed thing of that particular report. Okay, it's opening the visualization and like the page and applying the filter and capturing it, and even you can see the snapshot of this as well. Like when this report opened and when this filter got applied on top of this, right? We can see the snapshot of that getting captured behind while running the stress test. So this snapshot capture will be random. So we will capture like 50-60% of the all the runs, not every run. And you see, right? The previous one was just a report open, but this one as a report, which some filters got applied to it. When you compare the snapshot, you will be able to understand. Okay, this report is running with a set of filter combination. Okay, this is how it mimics the user behavior. The stress will be applied on top of your servers. The other one which I was talking about is filter data sets, right? Yeah, this is the other one. So where this also supports generating filters for our Tableau and Power BI. Power BI we used to have previously. Now we have support for Tableau as well. So when I open any report, so this is a simple thing, like just create a filter data set, just import the reports, and you will be able to once you render the report, you select the values and just generate. It generates all the combinations in a grid format, or you can even download this and modify a few things if required, and you can upload it. And you can use this in the stress test plan as well as data flows when we are running through iteration, where same report runs with all the set of combinations available in filter data set. The other one which I was talking about is advanced filter section, right? So this is how we used to have it. We generate multiple combinations out of it, and yeah. So let me go to the super string. Yeah. So the hierarchical one and advanced filter or the min-max quantitative filter support we enhanced, right? So this is how. So generally categorical filters were like just strings, right? When it comes to advanced filter or hierarchy filters, it will be in the form of a complex structure. So even now we are supporting even that also in the filter data sets. Yeah, this is on the and coming back to the BI analyzer. So the one which I was talking, right, which helps in analyzing and like identifying the optimization things what to be done on top of a workbook. So when you open this, like you will see like these are the set of reports I imported and analyzed, and so these are the checks I was talking about. These are the predefined checks, and these are the recommended values. If any of the recommended value doesn't meet with the actual, it comes as a failure, and if it meets or less than that, it comes as a successful report. And you can define. We support 10 set of rules or best practices. You can define your own value for all these things, and you can analyze your reports in supporting this. And the next thing in this is the field uses, where you can see all the fields which is used and all the fields which are unused in this particular workbook. Okay, and the next one is like measure consistency. This measure consistency we show here is like if there is any measure which is having same name but different definition in different reports. So here if you see, right, this profit ratio is a measure name which is part of two workbooks here, but with a different definition in each. This is the list is a comma separated, and the first one is of belongs to one report, the second one belongs to another report. That's how it will be. There is another section to this same definition and different name. So there will be few scenarios where we will be having a same formula, but the name will be different and it will be utilized in different workbooks. This is another thing. And the next one in this is like formats. So this is what I was talking about. We can see what are all the fonts we used and how many times it's been used, and colors, how many times it's been used in the workbook, and fonts, what are all fonts it's been used. These are all the values, the data which we show will help in optimizing the Tableau workbooks to make it faster and more effective.
For further questions, feel free to reach contact@datagaps.com. Request a free demo, scan the QR code below. Thank you.